to take to the podium Capt. Abdulkareem Al Masabi, who's the Chief Executive Officer of ADNOC Logistics Services, someone I'm sure who's well known to many of you. A lengthy career with Abu Dhabi ports, and in 2018 took on his current role and is currently charting a significant expansion and diversification program for ADNOC Logistics Services. So, Abdulkareem, the floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum. Morning, everybody. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a true pleasure to speak here again at the Maritime Standard Tanker Conference 2020. In many ways, it is wonderful that our industry is coming together at the end of an exceptionally turbulent year. I am particularly delighted to reconnect with many industry peers and distinguished colleagues in person after many months of virtual meetings and Zoom sessions. I would like also to thank the organizers of the TMS Tanker Conference for inviting me to speak and for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts on a year that has been best described as a black swan event, with consequences that are still unfolding as we speak. And let me begin by saying what a difference a few months can make. The start of 2020 was promising. Market sentiment has been boosted by tentative signs that manufacturing activities and global trade are bottoming out. The strong performance at the end of 2019 continued in January 2020. Global GDP growth, the lead indicator for seaborne trade, rose to 3.3% in January 2020 from 2.9% in 2019. This generated demand for oil, balanced stock levels, and regulated vessel deliveries. The tanker market was also on the rise again, and we had witnessed an upturn for crude tankers driven by sanctions and trade wars. The stage was set for a strong market in 2020 and 2021, or this is what we thought at that time. And then a global pandemic of such proportion and impact the world has not witnessed in 100 years broke out. I mean, who would have thought? Definitely not me or the majority of us sitting here. I remember having a meeting with our leadership and strategy teams in February, poring over global reports and UAE government updates. A lot was still unknown to us back then, but we sensed the negative impact on our industry and the serious risk of disruption of global supply chains and wider repercussions for the shipping and maritime logistics sectors around the world. But with careful and well-planned execution, during 2020, ADNOC Logistics and Service maintained business continuity while facing the pandemic, ensured security of supply with our 200 vessels chartered and owned at any given time with zero downtime to our operations. We had a choice at that time: either we watch on as the crisis unfolds and react as needed, or we be proactive and necessary, assessing every possible impact on our people, our business, and aim not to only meet these challenges, but also to not allow them to halt our ability to capitalize on our multi-year investments, innovation, and our well-developed plans for expansions and growth. The coming months showed us the true impact of the virus. By April 2020, GDP growth worldwide fell to -3%. Halfway through 2020, GDP growth was down sharply to an astonishing -8.2%. This was coupled with a fall of 13% in demand year on year for oil versus a fall of 3.9% in supply year on year. The excess supply, so traders rushed to utilize tankers to deliver or store crude oil, and this caused a spike in earnings in April. By then, virtually every available tanker was engaged in storing crude. As of May, tanker rates declined significantly since their March peak as crude oil production and demand became more balanced. But thankfully, we are finally seeing the market situation return slowly to the norm, or maybe call it the new norm, but still not as good as we wished for the tanker side. Still, we are under pressure to make decisions on managing the immediate impact of the pandemic and its consequences on our business, and to secure the crew changes and support our seafarers who were stranded on ships with exceptional global mobility restrictions in place. And here I would like to pause for a moment to recognize and salute extraordinary resilience and commitment demonstrated by our seafarers. At the same time, we had to make decisions that will shape our business for many years to come. We adopted the view that just as crises bring challenges and risks, it brings forth opportunities. In 2020, ADNOC Logistics and Services acquired a total of 20 deep sea vessels, in second-hand and new build, VLCCs, VLGCs, Ultramax, and LR2s. This is something that I had spoken about in the last forum in 2019, and I feel very proud that we are delivering on our growth objectives as planned, and many thanks to the ADNOC Logistics and Service team. These acquisitions support our long-term growth capacity and highlight our commitment to modernizing our deep-sea fleet and investing in the latest technologies that enables us to continue delivering the most efficient, reliable, and sustainable shipping solution. Also give us maximum agility that we need to navigate current and future risks and return highest value to our shareholders and customers. This remains our absolute top priority. We will win if we learn to play the long game, because the market will slowly find its feet, as it always does. And there are certainly opportunities ahead. But we must be ready now, despite the challenges posed by this pandemic. We are to take advantage of them as the new norm settles in. This new norm puts more companies or more emphasis on ADNOC Logistics and Service strategic transformation into a fully integrated customer and market-centric shipping and integrated logistics, storage, and trading organization. Also puts emphasis on the key role that ADNOC Logistics and Service plays in enabling this transformation, as it supports growing customer demand and ADNOC's historic move into trading. Here in the UAE, the maritime sector is well positioned to reap the benefits of changing industry patterns in shipping and beyond, and ADNOC Logistics and Service, with its integrated approach, its large-scale operations and reach, is definitely ready for the new norm. We are the largest integrated maritime solution company in the UAE, with a workforce of 4,000 employees and a unique access to the entire oil and gas supply chain through shipping, integrated logistics, and our marine services solution that also provide the support to the petroleum ports of Abu Dhabi. It has been a very tough year on all of us, but we are all here today as a living proof of our resilience and also, most importantly, our steady line of vision. It is said that challenges can make you or break you, I say that if we do not meet these challenges head on, we stop being able to move forward. After all, a small sea never made a skilled sailor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abdulkareem, for those inspiring words. Much appreciated.